Yeah! My name is... I'm not going to have that intro. Hi, my name is Nerd, and welcome to NERDSOURCE Retro. Obviously, I had to do a retro series on the entire channel because there's a whole bunch of games that I loved playing as a kid, but now as a fully fledged adult, we can't really play them anymore because of certain reasons, aka old consoles and stuff like that. So today we are going to be playing Legacy of Kain Defiance. This is the last of the Legacy of Kain series. It's not the best one, I don't think. Don't get me wrong. It's not great, and I will explain to you why I don't think it's so great in gameplay. But yeah, I hope you do enjoy it, guys. And well, let's just get right into it. Well, I'm gonna skip the intro because you don't need to see it. Anyway, I'm playing with a Xbox One controller. I think I've got all the things mapped correctly. No, apparently I don't. Oh, wow. I hate tutorials. I've always hated tutorials on games. I really have. Boom! So I should technically be able to do... Okay. Right, so... First thing I've noticed that's bad about this game. Have you noticed the cape? Yeah. So this game's running at 60 frames a second, but the animations and the snow, as you can also see, is running at 30 frames a second. To alleviate people of watching a 60 frames a second video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to render it at 30 frames a second, so it actually looks somewhat decent. So this game hasn't aged well, admittedly. First time I played this game was on PS2. Memories of borrowing it from a friend and never giving it back. Alex, if you're watching this, I do apologise. I never gave your game back. I actually found it the other day. Yeah, it's a Legacy of Kain series, and if you look online or you look on certain forums and stuff, you can see that people want Legacy of Kain series back. But no. I don't think it needs to come back, and I'll explain a little bit later on. So yeah, I don't hate this game as much as I used to. Right, let's see what we have to do. It's been a while since I've actually played the game coherently. By the way, this sword, my favourite sword in all of gaming. I have played lots of games. I've played games where you have lightsabers, all this other stuff. No. My game of choice for the Soul Reaver is the single best sword in the entirety of gaming. You can even quote me on that, because I 100% fully... I don't need to kill these people, but they don't come back, so yeah, I think I'll just leave the next one. So yeah, a little bit of backstory about this game. Actually no, before I even begin talking about this particular game, I want to talk to you about the, I think it's the 2015 MMO, which was NERDSOURCE, which is loosely based on the Legacy of Kain series, but it was nowhere near as good. I actually got it for free. When I bought something online and I got it for free. I can't remember what it was.
What was that?
What was that, demon? This game is... I love this game. I've always loved this game.
The touch of water is like acid to a vampire. I had to find another way to pass.
I actually did play a little bit. I mean a little bit of that NERDSOURCE game, and I tell you what, it was... Ooh, I don't know the best way of describing it. Terrible would be a good way of describing it, I think. So yeah, Legacy of Kain. So basically, the guy I'm currently running around the screen is a vampire named Kain. He was a nobleman by birth, was killed by some bandits, I believe, in the first game, which was Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. Then things happen. He turns out he's some sort of savior of NERDSOURCE, which is the place in which this game's located. He turns out to be not so nice, and decides he wants to control the whole of NERDSOURCE. So he doesn't sacrifice himself and doesn't restore the pillars. The pillars of NERDSOURCE. We'll see that later on. Also, he's not a very, what I would say, a good person to begin with. He was a noble, which means he was a bit of a dick to start with. But we'll not hold that against him. Certain things happen. Look, you can find the entire Legacy of Kain synopsis of what happens. But basically, the reason why people love this game and why it's such a cult classic today is simply because of the story behind it. Now, the story of Legacy of Kain is one of the best stories I know. I still remember it vividly today. I started off quite late in the series. I started off with Soul Reaver 2 on the PlayStation 2. Got it for Christmas one year, and I thought it was pretty cool. Then I played Legacy of Kain Defiance, which is this one, and then I also then started playing the older ones like Blood Omen, Blood Omen 2, Soul Reaver, stuff like that. The story is good, but it's not one of those stories you can easily pick up. You need to know most of the lore before you start playing it. So the first time I played Soul Reaver, Soul Reaver 2, I completely didn't understand what was going on until I started learning more and more about the origins. Again, like I said, the Soul Reaver, the sword that is currently on his back, I will zoom in on this bit, the Soul Reaver on his back is one of the best swords in gaming. You cannot get a better sword in gaming. I love the way the blade curves, I love the skull and all that other stuff, and there's a reason why the skull looks like that, but you find that out in this game. And yeah, it's just all round a very good story. However, like I said at the beginning of the video, this game has aged, and it has not aged well, and I don't mean graphically. So if you can probably tell, there's a fixed camera. I'm moving around this fixed camera. You can't move the camera. I have a second stick, and that's the movement that you get, basically. So it's a fixed position. I just killed that woman for no reason. It's a very fixed position. You can't move the position.
This passage undoubtedly led to the time streamer. My prey was nearly in my grasp. But the door had been sealed by a blessed barrier. As I approached, the Reaver resonated in response. Perhaps its dark sorcery could dispel these holy barriers.
Basically, it wants you to do this.
The Reaver was not yet powerful enough to shatter these barriers, but there was something to this.
I keep banging on about the Soul Reaver. Now, why is it the best sword in the whole of gaming? Well, basically because of its name. It's called the Soul Reaver, which basically means that if it impales you, or impales someone, you literally take their soul. I don't know any other game that does that, and it's amazing. Okay, clipping is also a massive problem right now. Right, we have... Oh, wow. Can I lift you? Yes, I can. Bye. Easy enough. Right, let's go. Oh, I thought the game crashed for a second. I actually was about to shit a brick. Oh, hello. The Seraphim Stronghold.
What a love of doors these pathetic humans have.
Yeah, he started off human. He is no longer human by any stretch of the means. What is this over here? Oh, an arcane tome, is it? Interesting. I need that. Bye! Oh, no. Bye! Bye! Oh, do you want to die? Right, so if I do... No, wait, what was it? This? No. This. Aha! That didn't actually do anything, if I'm honest. It will when I take this, though.
And designed to enhance the Reaver's power. But this coincidence seemed too convenient. Mobius clearly meant for me to find it.
It did. It
Sound
did.
the vampire! Don't let him escape!
What makes you think I'm a vampire? Is it the fact because I look, I don't know, slightly mysterious?
Surrender, fiend, and we
No.
will promise you an easy death.
Why do I not believe you?
I could promise you the same, but it would be a lie.
I'll have that if you don't mind. Do you mind if I take your soul? No? Cool. Hold action to release the Beast of Carthage! Sorry. Also, the game likes to handhold you. Quite a lot, actually, I've noticed. I really do wish Soul Reaver 2 would work on my PC, because I do a retro series on that too.
Play, Victor!
He still says that. Pray, Victor! That's also another thing I love about this game. You don't actually have to technically suck their blood. You can just go from a distance and go, haha! Lads, 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 lads. Go away. Go away. And go away. Oh! Guess you're wondering where we have to go. It's here. We have to go here. I don't need your tutorial. I'm well versed in this game. ADD, even though I don't actually have ADD. Oh, douche. I think I've played this game before. Quite a few times, actually. Power of the Reaver. Go! Hold jump too long. Get yourself like a monkey. With Mobius.
I understand.
That sword.
It will be done. The stage is set. You needn't linger in the shadows, Kain. It has been a long time, hasn't it?
No banter, Mobius. You know why I'm here.
Yes, Raziel. You sought to introduce your own pawn into this game, and now he's been swept from the board.
By your hand, I suspect. Where is he?
Perhaps you should ask, when? How humiliating it must be for you to come begging at my doorstep for answers.
Enough wordplay.
Don't threaten me, Kain. You see, I have the upper hand. How remarkable that the great Kain should succumb to the scepter's power like any common vampire. Still so arrogant after all these years, thinking you've devised some brilliant plan. You know nothing. You have read the signs, but missed their meaning. You believe you are that myth of vampire prophecy, the scion of balance, and that Raziel holds the key to fulfilling your destiny. But your messianic delusions have blinded you to Raziel's true nature. You have no idea what you've unleashed. There was a time when you might have heeded wise counsel when it was offered. Now, your vanity has made you witless. You will have to learn the truth for yourself. You'll be needing this. Your strength will return after I have departed. But by then, you will have more urgent concerns than pursuing me. Perhaps, when we next meet, you will have learned a little humility.
Oh, I doubt that very highly. Why is my controller not working now? God fucking damn it. There we go, that's better. Right, so, why do I like Raziel? Well, you know how Kain has Soul Reaver? Yeah, so does Raziel, but in spectral form. So, in the previous games, when I did this, I'll get the actual sword out, it was literally just a thin blade. As you can see, as I zoom in, you can see that it actually does have the shape of the Soul Reaver. Now, a little bit of story behind the Soul Reaver. The soul in the Soul Reaver is a Reaver. What is Raziel? Raziel is also a Reaver of Souls. Have you put the two and two together yet? Oh yeah, time to fight some things. I never understood what these are. They're like manifestations or something.
You want this room cleared of its vermin. If you wish to leave it.
I do.
Your will be done, my good servant.
I love it how he holds it as well. That's two. Absorbing quick in succession. Tennis!
You see? Obedience brings prompt reward.
It's easy enough. Right, let's go. Where did you
Where
go,
do you
little
think
soul?
you're going, little soul?
Oh no, he's activated the Fountain of Death!
You can't escape.
I wasn't planning on escaping. I was planning on eating everything. Okay, as if. What? That is utter
You will never escape.
escape. Why would I escape my benefactor? Oh yeah, because he's... Haha! Uh-oh.
Clearly my escape had not been anticipated, or my benevolent master would not have expended such efforts to prevent me from going. And if my departure displeased him, then that was a victory, however small, for me.
Right, I'm just going to leave the episode there because it's a retro. I'm not here to play the entire game. So, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, then hit the like button. If you want to see more from I was going to say Scooby Customs, that's not what it is. From NERDSOURCE, then hit that subscribe button. I've been Nerd. This has been a retrospective look, or a retro look, at an old game. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Ta-ra.